What up, Screen Fiends? I'm GB, and you're tuned in to Headz TV, where we like to discuss all the wonderful things appearing on your movie and your TV screens. May the 4th be with you, everybody. Happy Star Wars Day. So, as you guys know, if you watch my other videos, I've been doing, just Star Wars and other cosmic galactic stuff. And I'm going to keep on doing that for the rest of the month of May, all in honor of Star Wars Day. And, in this episode here, we're going to do my predictions for Thor Ragnarok. Now, I know Thor Ragnarok isn't going to be totally considered an outer space journey, but I believe that half of the movie will be an outer space journey. I think there will be plenty of alien type of characters, and I think there will be spaceships and technology and enough stuff to make it sci-fi enough to be called sci-fi. I think it's going to fit right in with Guardians of the Galaxy. So that's why I'm making this part of my my May the 4th be with you videos. All right, so my predictions for Thor 3. I wrote some of this stuff down, so I will be looking down from time to time. Sorry. Thor Ragnarok. Here we go. I have no spoilers. Let me start by saying that. All I have is any information like from production or casting or set photos. All, the promotional photos, like that's Entertainment Weekly stuff, not like leaked photos. I don't do any of that stuff really. And the trailer, obviously. That's where I'm getting most of this from. My trailer and where I can see the story going. Okay. Now, I think to start off, we're going to get like a flashback scene like we do with the Thor movies. It'll be narrated by Odin most likely, and it'll be about Hela, her attack centuries, thousands, millennia ago, whatever, on Asgard, and Odin and his forces fighting her off. And then imprisoning her, I guess, in what would be their version of Hell. It's spelled Hel, though. Now, I think that Hela is also going to be Mistress Death. They're meshing those two together. I think it's obvious, especially once you see what Cate Blanchett looks like as Hela. And I know I got into a big discussion, call it an argument, whatever, with one of my friends about this, because he doesn't think that's the case. He thinks they're casting somebody else. I forgot who he said. Eva Green as Mistress Death. I didn't hear that news, but that doesn't mean it ain't so. So he doesn't agree with me. But the point I'm making is, yes, she does look like Hela from the comics, but if you really look at the way they're doing the makeup and everything, she looks like she could be, if you look at it from the corner of your eye or in a certain lighting or from far away, she looks like a skull, kind of. Not to say Cate Blanchett isn't beautiful, I'm just saying the way they do the makeup. And I really wholeheartedly believe that they've meshed those two characters together. And now, if you know anything about the comics, and this, I guess, can be considered a mild spoiler, because I do think they're going to do this in the movie, is Thanos is in love with Mistress Death. I think they're going to do a riff on that. Not necessarily romantic love, but I think he's in love with the idea of death and dying, and no one is ever able to bring that to him. And he can't let himself be killed by anyone. So I think the only way that Thanos can go to the afterlife or stop this life is to embrace Mistress Death. And, I think making her a beautiful woman rather than, like a skull with a sexy body, which is kind of strange. I think they've made the right choice. Now, who's to say we don't see her as a skull form at some point? If she turns out to be Mistress Death, I can guarantee that. Okay, so we'll get that flashback, and I think it's going to turn out that Hela had the Soul Stone, and that's why Odin was, after her to stop her, and they stopped her, and then Odin took the Soul Stone and encased it in a magical item. And what is that magical item, you ask? Mjolnir. And I think that's the source of Mjolnir's power. I don't know if I'm saying Mjolnir right, but whatever, the hammer. That's the source of its power, I believe, is the Soul Stone. Now, we see in the trailer Cate Blanchett shatter it. How would she be able to shatter it? Unless she had some control over the Soul Stone. Because if she's Mistress Death, that's part of her mystical ability, is to control the dead and has to deal with souls and all that, right? So it would make sense that she has a connection to that stone. Maybe she was born within it or something like that. Maybe it has to do with her origin. I can totally buy that one, because I think that they're going to display death as an elder of the universe, much similar to how, the Collector and what I think Thanos might end up being as one of the elders. I think that. Who knows? I know that's not his comic origin, but they like to change things up to make them not so convoluted and confusing in the Marvel Universe. And I like that they do that, because the comics can get very confusing and very make your head spin. So, all right. Okay, so yeah, that's what I think about Hela, the Soul Stone, and Mjolnir, right? Now, I think that we'll probably first see Thor and Loki on Asgard. Maybe not. Talking about, where there's Odin and all that. Maybe we'll even find out that Hela is free in that scene, or maybe they don't know that yet. I'm not quite sure on that. But they're going to venture to New York, because that's where we see them when Hela confronts them and breaks the hammer. And I believe that's when she's going to send Thor off-world and all that. So, so I think Thor is going to be with Loki, pissed off at Loki on Earth, maybe seeking help from Doctor Strange. The post-credit scene, because I totally think that was from the movie. Like what they did with Civil War in that post-credit scene. And so they're going to be on Earth and seeking help maybe from Strange. And maybe Strange inadvertently alerts Hela to their presence. Or maybe Strange has something to do with Hela being freed, because Loki just isn't a good ruler. Or maybe Hela follows them. Or maybe Loki's a traitor. I don't know. But then Hela's going to come to Earth. And I don't think we'll see Strange getting any action, but that would be nice if we saw Strange get into some action on Earth real quick. But I don't think that's going to happen. Then we'll have Hela destroy the hammer, send Thor off-world. Who knows what's going to happen with Loki? I think Loki's going to either be working with her the whole time, or, be a sniveling weasel, or maybe use Thanos as a way to get himself not banished or killed or something like that. I don't know. I don't know how that's going to play. Because I think there's a picture of, or even in the trailer, a still of Loki sitting in an owner's box, if you will, at an arena with, Jeff Goldblum's character, the Grandmaster. So I'm not really sure how that's going to play, but whatever. All right, and then where she sends him is to, then Hela will probably attack Asgard, since Thor is gone, no Mjolnir, all that. So Hela will probably be attacking Asgard and maybe ruling over Asgard while Thor is on the planet Hulk, right? Sakaar, I believe it's called. All right, so now we'll have Thor. It'll be Thor Planet Hulk. It'll be the Thor version of Planet Hulk. So we'll get Planet Hulk and a lot of elements from it, I believe. Like characters and maybe even a little bit of the storyline from Planet Hulk. I believe we'll get that. And so it'll remind us all of Gladiator or Spartacus. That's what I think. Because that's what it reminded me of in the trailer. We'll probably see Thor battle a few people before he gets to the champion Hulk. And I think it's going to totally feel like the Gladiator movie. All right. And then we'll get, maybe we'll learn that Loki took Hulk. Maybe Loki somehow took Hulk to that planet. That's the only way I can see Hulk going there. I don't see him accidentally flying through a wormhole. That doesn't make sense. Maybe the Grandmaster learns of him from Loki, and the Grandmaster is the one, I want this guy in my arena. That's cool. I just thought of that now. I didn't even write that down. That's cool. Maybe the Grandmaster hears of Hulk from Loki or from whoever, and then says, I want that guy to fight for me. Brings him there, and then either the Grandmaster is mind-controlling Hulk, or Loki is mind-controlling Hulk, a la the Hulkverse movie, which is absolutely fantastic. If you guys never saw the animated movie Hulkverse, you need to see it. I'm not going to tell you what happens, but it's really good. I love it. Good and for adults, you know what I mean? Like good and violent. Nice. Different than most of the Marvel animated stuff, in my opinion. Okay. All right, so... Yeah, it'll be like Gladiator, and then I think, of course, Thor will win. Well, see, the reason why I say Hulk could be mind controlled, because that's the only reason he's gonna fight Thor and not know, right? Unless, well, then again, unless somehow, because he's on this planet, he's always in the Hulk state. But Hulk knows Thor now. Even in Hulk, whoa, excuse me, even in this crazy Hulk rage, he knows Thor. So I don't see that happening unless he's being mind controlled. All right, sorry, let me move on. I don't want to make this too long. All right, so then Thor and Hulk will probably be helped to escape by Valkyrie, I would imagine, and some of the other probably Planet Hulk characters. Sorry about that. I'm all over the place up there because I'm thinking of stuff as I go along now. So, you'll probably get. Look, I'm not really that. I read Planet Hulk. I read World War Hulk. I'm not really that good with the names of those characters, though. So, excuse me. We'll definitely get the big rock dude because that's been confirmed. I think Taika Waititi is playing him. And I think he's going to be a bigger role in the movie than we think because I think he's going to go off on their journey. He'll probably die, so we get that sense of loss. But, yeah. So we'll get him. We'll get the bug dude. Maybe we'll get the chick. I think that's all we'll get. We'll get them. Or the chick might be replaced by Valkyrie. But Valkyrie will definitely be there, right? So we'll get them and Hulk and Thor all leaving on some journey in a spaceship throughout the cosmos, and that's going to be fun. They'll learn about the Infinity Stones. I totally feel like that. We're going to learn a lot more about the Infinity Stones because remember, Kevin Feige said that this movie is kind of going to be a setup or a lead-in or connected to the Infinity War. So we're going to get more Infinity Stones. So the Soul Stone definitely going to be in it, 100%. I guarantee it. I'll put money on it. I don't have any money to put on it. But if I did, I'd put money on it. So yeah, so we'll definitely get that, the explanation more about the stones. And probably Hela and Death, and maybe even learn some more about the elders of the universe, celestial information. Any of that is possible. Do I think we're going to get all of that? No, that's too much of a knowledge dump. We'll definitely get Infinity Stones, and then possibly we'll get more about elders or celestials. I think we'll get more about the elders because celestials, we kind of got a little bit about them in Guardians of the Galaxy 1. So they kind of touched on that already. I think we're going to get more on all that eventually. If you want to see what I think the plans are for Phase 4, and it has a lot to do with the cosmic side of things, check out my videos on it. There's other ones on the channel. All right. Okay, so then they'll be on this epic road trip. The whole group of them will get some loss. Some of those characters will die, I think. The only ones that'll probably live through it are Valkyrie, Thor, and Hulk. That's what I can see. Now, we may even get a glimpse of the Warriors 3. I'm not too sure about that, but if we do, maybe one or two of them will die, because, this will probably be the final Thor solo movie. That's what I imagine. I think they're only going to do 3s of all of the solo movies. But we will still see Thor again. I just mean as a solo film. All right, so yeah, we'll get the epic space. We'll probably, hopefully meet some other cosmic beings. Maybe, I don't know, some Watchers. Maybe a Celestial. Maybe another Elder besides Grandmaster. Who knows? Okay, and then we'll finally get the end battle. Of course, Hela will get defeated but not be dead. And then I'm thinking Thanos will show up at the end. Maybe end credits. Maybe the final scene of the movie. I don't think he'll be involved in any action. They're saving that for the Infinity series. I say series because I believe there'll be 2 movies. I'm telling you, go watch some of my other videos. I got good ideas, and I think I'm onto something. I might be right. Yeah, so that's it. And I don't know what role Scourge is going to play, the Executioner. He'll probably be like Hela's henchman, typical bad guy. He'll probably get killed off because I don't think Hela will get killed off. Who knows? Maybe he'll turn good. I think Loki is going to turn out to be a jerk. We're going to be mixed between feelings like we were in Dark World. And Dark World left us in a feeling like, oh, maybe we can't trust this guy. It actually... all right, Dark World had us... can we trust him? Then finally, oh, we can trust him. And then the very last scene, oh, maybe we can't trust this dude. So I think finally we're gonna find out that Loki is a big bad, and he can't be trusted. I do think that that's where they're gonna go. Even though everyone loves Loki, and even though I think Marvel loves Loki, and even though Tom Hiddleston loves Loki, I really truly think it's gonna go that route where Loki is gonna turn out to just be straight out bad in the long run. Yep, so that's it. That's it for my predictions on Thor 3. I think it's going to play a greater role in the cosmic and expanding the cosmic universe like Guardians does. I think it's going to introduce characters that are probably going to show up again in the cosmic side of things. We're going to get a lot more cosmic explanation and Infinity Stone stuff. Definitely. Because, look, none of that is in the marketing. I know that. But because Kevin Feige said this movie, out of all of the Phase 3 movies, is the one that's connected to Infinity War, and it's going to be the Winter Soldier of it, where it's going to be like a very wide-scoped film. That's how they're going wide-scope. That and Hela possibly trying to, take over the 9 realms or destroy the 9 realms or whatever. So we should get some good stuff in this movie. Some really good action, some really good story, some really good world building. And it should wrap up the Thor series in a satisfying way to those of you who are fans of the series like I am. I know not everyone loves the Thor movies, but I think this one will be the most accepted of the Thor films. Just like Winter Soldier is a lot of people's favorite Captain America film, I think Thor Ragnarok will be everyone's favorite Thor film. All right, so that's it for this one. Sound off down below. Let me know what you think about the Thor Ragnarok predictions, what you think about this video, and what are some of your predictions and ideas for what's going to happen in Thor Ragnarok, or the future of the Marvel cosmic side of things. And definitely check my channel for some more MCU cosmic, some more Star Wars stuff I got on there. We're going to have some Alien. We're going to do all types of galaxy and space, outer space stuff for the whole month of May. So definitely check back in for that stuff. And there's more Thor videos. There's more MCU videos on the channel. So definitely check that out. We also do TV reviews. So just thought I'd give myself a plug real quick. I really don't do that on my videos too much. But I do ask for likes, shares, and subscribes if you like the video, as it helps out the channel and it helps YouTube recognize that people actually like this. Views aren't enough to let YouTube know that people like this content. So it helps me know. It helps YouTube know that we're doing the right thing. Yep, and that's it. You guys have a great day. Thanks again for watching. Always appreciated. Have a happy Star Wars Day, and may the 4th and the Force be with you. You guys have a great day. I will see you next time.